Welcome back to No Man's Sky, everyone. Jason here, and this is going to be the best way to start the new expedition in No Man's Sky. Expedition number 7, the Leviathan Expedition. This one is a little bit heated, but hey, I'm gonna walk you through the beginning. That way you can have the best start in this thing. So you're going to want to start a brand new game. You have to start every time we start an expedition, a new expedition. You have to start a new save. Go to your community expedition tab over here. This is the difficulty. Now, be prepared because this is either, depending on your view of things, a survival or a permadeath run in No Man's Sky. Meaning, if you die, you have to start the expedition over completely. All the milestones, all the progress you've made, any upgrades you've gotten, they will disappear completely. You have to start fresh right from the beginning again. So keep that in mind. If you die, you have to start over. So one of the milestones is to die. You have to die in order to progress. So that is the first tip in this playthrough. You want to just jump off of a high ledge, get it done early. That way you can just have it done. So once we load in, I will show you the milestones, but just keep in mind, this is going to be hard. And again, it is either survival or permadeath. That means your inventory is severely limited. You can only carry so many items. Like your maximum materials is 250 in your inventory. Normally you can carry 9,999 items in your inventory. With permadeath and survival, you only can carry 250, so you're very limited. And don't worry if your multi-tool or your character or your ship looks different than mine. Everyone starts out with their own custom ship. You just have to, we all have the same technology upgrades. You just have to worry about, what it looks like. It's just whatever you like. So this is my character. Your character might look a little bit different. But yeah, so right there you have awoken. It is a new day. It is time to face the loop once more. This is a permadeath expedition, but the key elements persist between loops. Complete milestones to earn rewards. Complete all the milestones in a phase for a special exclusive item. Death is not the end. The loop continues. So if you go press pause, you have a new expedition tab right here. And you'll see, absorb a memory fragment, locate your starship, observing the cycle, repair your starship and escape. And then you have die. It is inevitable. This is key. You need to get this done quickly. So what I would recommend, do this right off the bat. So let's go, and we're going to fall damage. And that is literally the hardest setting. That's why in a normal mode, that would not happen in normal mode. But that's a death. And look I literally have a new one. This is the one we just started. We have 0 minutes played on it. Let's load it back up. And it's going to start you from the beginning. And keep in mind, anytime you die, like if you get 3 hours in, you're almost done with the expedition and you die, you start back at the beginning. There is no checkpoint. There is no point of, hey, you got it to this point, you're good. No, there's no such thing. You will start all the way over, but you need to have at least one death because... Watch this. Boom. We have it selected. Make sure to highlight it. And it might take a second to kick in because it needs to register that you've already died. So give it a second. There it goes. So yes, give it a minute for it to realize that you've already died in there. So now we can grab it. You need to get this because you need a hermetic seal. Let's grab that. Yeah. Iterate, repeat. So we need a hermetic seal to fix our ship. So you need to die before you can even fix your ship. So now that we've died, you need to pick up all the materials you're going to need to fix your ship. That's dihydrogen. I would say pick up a whole bunch of carbon. Watch out for animals. If you see a red paw over an animal, that means they're going to attack you. They're aggroed on you. So kill that animal because they will kill you if you don't kill them. This is kill or be killed, everyone. Holy cow, yeah. So make sure to pick up a lot of materials, and I say a lot for permadeath because, let's get in here. Am I there yet? Nope, not yet. And also, look we have a memory fragment. So this is how you get your upgrades for your suit. You can buy them still, but they're way more expensive in this expedition specifically. But for rewards, when you complete a milestone, they will give you a random upgrade. This is going to be random. This has a random thing. You know it's an exosuit upgrade because it has an exosuit picture on it. So there you go. We have a thermal. We got a heat protection unit. That way we can be protected against the heat. And doing that, when we went through that memory, we got actually the next milestone we can get right there, memory fragment. So now we got another memory fragment. We got a weapon memory fragment. As you can see from there, it's a memory fragment for your multi-tool. So we have a scatter blaster, and this is going to be random. Again, the random. So you might get a different weapon than I got. I got a scatter blaster. You might get a neutron cannon or a bolt caster or whatever. We also got a memory fragment. This is a random technology upgrade. So you see how it has the infinity symbol on it? That means it could be anything. So we got a shell greaser. That's for our scatter blaster. And then we got a system recharger. That's for your spaceship. So you'll get random upgrades. Oh, there we go. So yeah, I would highly recommend get as much carbon as you can. Also learn some words. If you're next to a knowledge stone like this, learn these. This is a milestone for later on. So talk to aliens, learn different words. If you see these cool stones, stop over and learn a word from them. You can knock that milestone out early. But again, if you die, you're going to have to do it all over again. So keep in mind, anytime you die, it totally resets all of your progress. It's not for everybody. I just want to make sure everyone knows that there's no checkpoint. There is no like, hey, you made it this far, now we will stop doing it. No, it's permanent for the entire expedition. So we're going to get a whole bunch of carbon. You want a whole bunch of carbon because in your multi-tool, you have a terrain manipulator, but you need carbon nanotubes, which needs carbon to make. So you want to grab a whole bunch of carbon. Get this stuff up. Don't shoot that guy. Don't shoot animals. They will get mad and they will come after you. We're also going to need to get some ferrite dust, which means you need to mine some rocks while you're around here. So let's look for rocks. You get the little tiny ones, or you can get the bigger ones. Whatever you can get it. So get a whole bunch of ferrite dust. And look at that! I am lucky. My ship spawned right next to an ancient ruin. That way I can learn some words from the ancient ruin. Oh, we reached our ship. That's the next milestone. Let's grab this one. We're learning Viking words, so we know that we can knock out all the Viking stuff. So you need to learn words from every race. That is the Korvax, the Gek, and the Viking. There's 3 different races. You have to learn 3 words from each race. So we are good. So now we need pure ferrite, dihydrogen jelly. We can make that by picking up those blue crystals. We get dihydrogen, and we can use dihydrogen to make our dihydrogen jelly right there. Also, if you need to get pure ferrite. We don't have any pure ferrite. We cannot get it, but we can refine it. So that's why you wanted to pick up ferrite dust. So let's put down a portable refiner. We need to put fuel in it. That way we can actually refine stuff. And then put in your ferrite dust in order to turn it into pure ferrite. There you go. So while that's running, we're going to get some more because we need more of it to make a metal plate as well for our ship. So again, get as much, materials as you possibly can hold within your limits because you're going to have to, worry about your limitations on how much you can carry. All right. Oh, we can also, these little plants, these fire plants give you carbon. So pick up as much carbon as you can get, as much as you can grab. Get all that. Oh, and also check these green containers because they will have special items. You don't need the rusted metal. Get rid of that. I mean, you can if you want to. You can turn that into ferrite dust, but you have to refine it. You want what's inside of that thing. Okay, we got a Viking dagger. Okay. All right, so that was refined. Let's grab this. We have 44. We need 50, so we need to put a little bit more ferrite dust in there. So we need to get up to 50 pure ferrite. We should have it now. And so let's see what we have. We have both of the things to fix our launch thruster. We need to fix both. There's a launch thruster. We have our dihydrogen jelly, and we have our pure ferrite. Now we need to get a hermetic seal and metal plating. So we can make a metal plate because we have our ferrite dust. We have 50 of it. So we have that one. So let's put that in there. But we need our hermetic seal. That's what we got from dying in the beginning. But we need to have, let me stop pressing all the buttons. Let's make one. You need 35 or 30 condensed carbon. So we need to put carbon inside of our refiner. You can refine carbon into condensed carbon. So let's grab that. Put it in here. There you go. And let it run. And again, go out and farm a whole bunch. You're going to need a lot of materials. You don't have a lot of money. You can buy materials later on. But right now we have $0. So anything you get is going to help you. So grab that. All right. So we should have a good amount of condensed carbon. There we go. So now we can make our hermetic seal. Made that. So now we can fix our engine. So now our ship is totally fixed. So I would highly recommend moving your items away, all your technology into your technology cargo. That way you don't have to worry about it getting in the way. Your technology tab, I should say. So let's put that in there. And remember, technologies that match will highlight. You see how there's no box around this, but if I move it up here, now there's a yellow box. So keep your technologies that are similar, that work together, put them together. That way they actually do work together. You want to do that. All right, so we have a lot of stuff going on here. Let's get into our ship just to see what's going on here. This is going to be the storyline for the expedition. Oh, we just skipped it out. Okay, fine. So the other thing you want to do is you want to look around. If you see a yellow, there it is right there, a yellow symbol. It almost looks like a Wi-Fi symbol right there. If you see that, go towards there. You want to fix the multi-tool. We have a terrain manipulator. We want to fix that because you want to make sure you can dig into the ground. So we need a carbon nanotube and we need a dihydrogen jelly. Once you fix it, you can dig in the ground and you can dig up the bones. So that's an ancient or a natural burial site. This will help you with money, cash early in the game. So if you have them around, great. If you don't have any, I would suggest looking around for it and grabbing it if you can, because there's a milestone for earning $1 million. And so you want to do that early. So let's go get some burial or bones. All right, we reached the spot where all the bones are supposed to be. So let's get in here. We got to dig around a little bit. We're looking for, look at that. Oh, my inventory's full. Let's get rid of something we don't need. Selenium, we don't need that. So let's pick it up now. Dude, we just picked up a 19 yellow, which is a legendary bone, which is worth $1.9 million. Holy cow. So we are already off to the races, you guys. Holy cow. So that is awesome. And the other thing is, once we've fixed our ship, we can call it in to help us. So it has to have a good, clear landing area. This is not a good area. There's not a lot of room to land. So we need to find a good landing area. Let's see over here. Maybe it's more clear. There it is. That way we don't have to walk all the way back to it. So if you have to walk a far distance, you don't have to walk back to it. Now remember, it uses launch fuel, and that is a really rare commodity early on. So let's get in here. And now let's take off. Oh, we just used up all our fuel just to do that, but that's okay. We'll buy some more. Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. Heck yeah. So the first thing you should do, let's go to the space station. So let's head over there. Let's get this done. All right, we got to the space station. Look at that. Listen to that rock music. Oh, yeah. All right, you got to jam out a little bit to that rock music. Whenever you land on the space station the first time, it'll always have that cool rock music. So let's come over here and let's sell some items from our inventory. And first, we got our milestone for fixing our ship and flying away. So let's do that. That way we can get some good stuff from that. We got more memory fragments again. Remember, your memory fragments are your randomized upgrades. These are going to be for my suit. So let's see what we got. We got a shield module. I'll take a shield. Heck yes, I'll take a shield. And we also got another shield module. Dude, and remember, they're random, so you will get different ones than I did. I got a hazard protection as well. So there we go. So we got that. Let's recharge our heat protection. But yeah, we got 2 shields and a hazard, a black market hazard protection. That is a really good luck, pull. Again, they will be different for you. You might get different upgrades. We're gonna sell. Now let's sell. We got some of our meat that we don't need. We got a Viking dagger we picked up. Mordite, we don't need that. So feline liver, get rid of that. Finely preserved skeleton. Yes, we'll take that. So that is all what we can sell. We don't have anything else to sell. We can buy some stuff. I would suggest getting life support gel because it is really, really hard to make it. You need condensed carbon or you need carbon and dihydrogen. Instead of going through all that trouble, just buy it. It's really cheap once you get to the space station. And also get your batteries while you're here. Look, 16,000 for 67. 67 batteries is way more than enough. You're good to go on that. You don't need that much, but I would highly suggest getting as many as you can. Then the other thing you want to do is you want to get ferrite dust, but you don't want to get too much because you'd only hold a stack of 250. So I would suggest, get 100, get 200, something like that. Same thing for oxygen. You want to get as much oxygen as you can hold. You want a good supply of the basic building blocks in No Man's Sky. So we got all that. There you go. We have another milestone for getting 1 million. I thought it was 2 million. So 1 million. So let's grab that one. That is going to be on level 3, phase 3. You can collect that. We get crafting components and 2 more memory fragments. So you can always wait. You don't have to take the reward. Like if I didn't want any of that stuff, I could have just waited. Like I don't need any exocraft memory. So this is going to be a random exocraft upgrade. I don't have an exocraft, so I don't need this right now, but I like having it. So we're going to keep that for now. We're going to open it. Pre-packaged, I'm not going to use an exocraft later on. So you can keep it or you don't have to accept it right now. You can wait for later. I'm going to sell mine. You don't have to sell yours. If you want to use an exocraft, depending on your play style, you can just keep it. Or, just wait and don't claim the reward from the exo or the expedition tab. And you can just wait till later and claim it later. We're going to sell it. So self-greasing servo unit, yes. Control unit, yes. So we are all good. Now, keep in mind, when you get in here, if you want to buy an upgrade, this is why you have to rely on the randomized upgrades, because look at that. A C level upgrade is worth 730 nanites, which is really expensive. They purposely made the nanite or the upgrades really expensive at the shops. That way you're forced to use the ones you get from the rewards. So keep that in mind. You're not going to be able to afford a lot of them early on. Maybe after you've farmed a few nanites, you can totally do that, but it's going to be hard. Let's get our upgrade for our suit. Now, this is going to cost you money. That's why we had to pick up the bone. That way we can make money early on. And I would always suggest either do your technology tab. That way you can move stuff over, or your cargo. Cargo is going to be really expensive. Right now, it's only 5,000 units, but it will get expensive. And speaking of that, you notice that I moved all my technology into my cargo. Let's do that. Life support. If you press X on Xbox or square on PlayStation, you pick it up and you can move it to whatever tab you want, or technology or general. You cannot put it in your cargo. I wish you could, but you can't. So I would suggest moving all your technology into your technology tab just to get it out of the way, so you have more space in your inventory right in here. So, we need launch fuel. We're going to put that in our ship. We don't need that right now. All right, so we are rocking and rolling. So our next objective in phase 1 is to go talk to Polo on the space anomaly. That is really easy, and he will give you blueprints for the next item we need. So you have to go talk to Polo on the space anomaly. Let's go do that. So once you're in space, all you have to do is press down on your D-pad to grab the quick menu, and then come over here to the circle with the star in the middle of it. That is the space anomaly right there. So let's go land on the space anomaly and talk to Polo. So once you've landed here, this is where also you can get an advantage. If you have any Twitch drops, any expedition upgrades, you can totally get an advantage, a head start right here. Talk to the Quicksilver robot. And if you have any expedition rewards from your previous expeditions, you can claim it here. Same thing for your Twitch rewards. Now, I will say, if you claim it now and then you die later on, you cannot come back and claim it. You can only claim it once. So if you come in here and you claim your hauler, like if I claim this hauler right now and I die like 5 minutes from now, if I restart again, I will not be able to claim this a second time. You can only claim it once. So keep that in mind. I wouldn't claim everything. Just claim, if you need help, claim one ship at a time. That way it can kind of give you a little bit of a boost. And, you know, give you a little bit of an advantage. You get a better ship, or you can scrap it and get the money from it. Whatever you want to do. But let's go talk to Polo. So Polo's over here. He's the cool Gek guy. Or, yeah, he's the Gek guy over here. Back so soon, friend? You are like our little home. You are like our little home. Coming and going, going and coming. You are here to talk about the loop. Yes? Okay, yeah, what's going on with the loop? Is it so different from before, traveler friend? Perhaps you will get used to it. Other dear friends have adjusted after all. You have had enough, I think. You are not alone. All the time in the world, but this is no way to spend it. But do not worry, friend. There has been much time to think about this. We have a plan, you and I. Polo smiles, their beak clicking gently. The room swims around me, the air ripe with the scent of chimes and whistles. I see it. I remember. The universe is full of wonderful anomalies. There will be a pattern in the loop, a signal in the deep matter. We will look closely. You already know what we require, I think. So this is where you can turn in materials to improve the memory. So you see we have liquid sun, we have ancestral memories, and we have somnal dust. Liquid sun is... we're about to go get some liquid sun right now. Ancestral memories comes from animals. You can go feed animals, and if you feed them, you can pick their ancestral memories from them. Also, the somnal dust comes from derelict freighters. We can get that a little bit later. So I would suggest just focus on the liquid sun for now, but we don't have any of this, so we have to come back later. You always are, traveler friend. So all of that is improving the memory in the expedition. This is where the multiplayer component comes into play in this expedition. So let me go to my pause menu. Let's go to the expedition. Now we're observing the cycle. We talked to Polo, so now we have a memory fragment, sodium, and a solar ray plan. We need to install a solar ray into our multi-tool. That's how you get liquid sun. That is how you get it. You use your solar ray. Well, let's jump into the details on what that means. When we turn in that liquid sun to Polo, any of those materials we come back and give to Polo, it will increase the cycle observed. It'll increase this one. So what you're trying to do is you're trying to increase the percentage of memory in this. So as you can see from this menu, universal loop memory restoration is at 1%. This is the community memory. So every time you turn in liquid sun or any of those materials that Polo needs, it will increase it just a little bit. And if you do it and I do it and like Survival Bob and Zane, if we're all turning in the liquid sun, the somnal dust, or the fragment, the memory fragments, it will increase this number. And the benefit is when we get our loop to be 10% or 11% technically, we will get better upgrades. So let me show you what I mean by that. Right here, this memory fragment can only be a C class right now. We're at the lowest level upgrade. If we get the community memory up higher, it can go to a B or an A class. We will start getting better randomized upgrades once all the community starts playing the expedition. Oh, we got more we got more slots for our ship, so let's do that. Yes. So let's go our expedition. We got our plan. So now what we need to do is we need to go get some solar... we need to go get liquid sun, excuse me. So we need to install it. We're going to need magnetized ferrite and cobalt. So we can install it, but we don't have the materials. We need to go get them. You can go get them from the space station if you want to, if you have enough money. If not, you can land on the planet and go farm them. I'm going to go get my magnetized... Actually, you know what we can do? I have some ferrite dust. There it is. Boom. But I don't have a backpack refiner. Dang it. All right, let's go see. Let me show you how expensive it is to buy any upgrade without earning it as a reward. So we went to the shops on the space station, and all of those upgrades were really, really expensive, right? If you come back here, like if you want to get the backpack refiner, let's head over here. Let's see what the backpack refiner costs. Look at that, 800 nanites just to get the glove. And if I wanted the backpack refiner, I would have to pay 3,000 nanites to get it. I don't even have that much. There's no way I can get that much at this point in the game. And on top of that, I have a random ability. Like if I get a memory fragment, it's a randomized upgrade. I can get the backpack refiner. It's a random. It will give you any one of these things at random. So instead of paying for it right now, you can be patient, and if you get a randomized upgrade, it can potentially be anything. It can be any one of those upgrades. You don't have to pay for it. You can just get it by luck. But again, you have to get lucky. It's randomized. So I would suggest don't pay for anything right now, because you never know. The next upgrade you get for free might be that one. So let's head over to the... I'm going to go to the space station, buy the materials I need for my solar array, and I will show you guys how to use it. Oh, yeah, and by the way, if you want to, as you land on the space station, you can talk to different aliens, and you can learn words from them as well. So, again, to get ahead of the curve on your milestones, talk to some of these aliens and learn words from them. So we learned one Gek word. We need 3, so we only need 2 more now. Also, you can talk to the Korvax. So this is a Viking system, but you're going to have different random aliens on the space station. That's why you come to the space station, to talk to anybody here. We can also talk to one more Viking just to make sure we got enough words. Oh, he's going to be my weapon terminal specialist, but I can't use him because I don't have a base yet. So sorry, buddy. Well, I'll come back later. Not really, but, you know, I like to make him feel better. All right, warrior. You're going to be my guy, right? Request dialect help. There you go. So now we're learning different words from the races here. There you go. And I'm looking for... We need cobalt, and we also need magnetized ferrite. There we go. We only need 50 of each, so... There we go. So now we have all the materials we need for our solar array. Again, magnetized ferrite 50, cobalt 50. We have both of those. So now we have our solar array, but we need to go get liquid sun, which means we need to go down to a planet and we need to find a deposit. It could be any deposit. It doesn't have to be any particular one, just a deposit. So let's go do that. Gotta go land on a planet and find a deposit. So I'm gonna land on this minor settlement, this settlement right here, because if you land on a landing pad, it does not use your launch fuel, and I'm trying to conserve launch fuel right now. And so we're looking for a deposit anywhere around here. Right there, it looks like a diamond. We have a cobalt deposit right over there. So let's head over to that one and use our solar array on it. All right, we have reached our cobalt deposit. Remember, you need a solar ray, not your terrain manipulator, a solar ray. So switch over to the solar ray, make sure it's on that. And once you go, and it doesn't matter if it's cobalt, it could be any deposit. You could do this on copper, you could do it on ammonia, you could do it on this, you know, the cobalt. Anything that's a deposit will turn into liquid sun. You just have to make sure it's on the deposit itself. So let's grab as much as we can. We need 250 to give to Polo. So make sure, I mean, this one might not give us 250 because this is kind of a smaller one, but we're going to get whatever we can. Oh, and we ran out really fast. Holy cow. So in order to recharge your solar array, you need sodium. They give you a ton to begin with. So just make sure you have enough sodium to keep refilling it to make sure that it can run and get as much liquid sun as we can get. Let's grab it. Come on. Oh, we're getting really small. Oh, look at that. It's just like the terrain manipulator. So if you want to get more out of a deposit, just make sure to hit left and right, or left bumper and right bumper. Left bumper makes it smaller. Right bumper makes it bigger, like that. Make it smaller. The smaller it is, the more resources you'll get. It takes a lot longer, but you'll get more resources out of a deposit that way. It takes up a lot more fuel, so keep that in mind as well. If you make it bigger, like if it's a huge one, it will get rid of it really fast, but you won't get as many resources. So keep that in mind if you're trying to get as much liquid sun as possible. Like, we only got 199. We need 250. So we need another deposit. We have any deposit close by? We have one 500 away. What other deposit do we have around here? We have 500, 800. All right. So it looks like 500 is the closest one. We're going to go over here and get the ammonia. There we go. So let's recharge our hazard protection, and I will see you guys at the ammonia. All right, we made it to the ammonia, so let's keep doing it. And again, it doesn't matter what deposit you go to. I've done cobalt and ammonia. Any of them will work. Oh, wait a minute. Depleted. Let me refill that. We need to get 250 liquid sun. So just as long as you get 250, you are good to go. So there we go. We got it. We got enough. I mean, you can't leave it here. I mean, we don't need it. So let's call in our ship because I'm too lazy to walk back to it. We kind of did a lot of walking, so I don't want to walk all the way back. But if you don't have any launch fuel, totally understandable. Don't do that either. That's fine. So now let's go. All right. So now we have to head back to the space anomaly and talk to Polo. We have to give him our 250 liquid sun. I'm going to call it in over here because I'm too lazy to fly back over to it, even though it was right over there. Wait a minute. Get outside of the atmosphere. There it is. There we go. And this will get us into our hyperdrive. So what we're doing right now is we're trying to do this one. Bounds testing. We have to break the loop. So we have to turn in our 250 liquid sun. Now, I have an extra 11. I'm going to get rid of it. You don't have to, but I like to keep my inventory kind of clean. That way, you know, because I'm going to need all the space I can get. So one pure ferrite, I can get rid of that. I need all the room I can get. All right. Let's head over to Polo and turn it in. There he is. Hello, Polo. You already know what we need, I think. Yep, and I have the 250 liquid sun. So let's turn that in. Right on time, traveler friend. So now we got a memory fragment from him for doing that, and we did our milestone for assisting him getting our stuff. So let's go to our expedition. We're going to grab that. There we go. So now we have our hyperdrive upgrade. We can actually get our hyperdrive instead of trying to spend like 10,000 nanites that we don't even have. Now we have it. So let's unlock it. There we go. So now we have, boom. Let's move that around. We have our hyperdrive, but we have no fuel. But thankfully, they give you warp cells as well. So now all you have to do is drop it in there. And now we have a full hyperdrive. We can go to a different system if we wanted to at this point. Let's see what we got from here. We have a rogue technology echo. This is a, that was a randomized one. Oh, advanced mining laser. I will take that. Let's put that in there. So now we have an advanced mining laser. So not only can we get regular stuff, we can get more advanced stuff. I love that. And again, it's randomized. It could be a different thing. We also have a memory fragment for our starship. We have a weapon. We got a positron ejector upgrade. So now we have a positron ejector, which is a really good gun. It's basically a space shotgun for your ship. I love the positron ejector. So that's one of my favorite upgrades. I will take that every day. So now we've gotten basically all of the first phase done, but we need to get to the first anchor point. So now we need to, now that we have a warp cell, we can go, or now we have a hyperdrive, we can go to a different system. So let's head over to the first anchor point. Basically, it's a rendezvous point. If you've done any of the other expeditions, you had to go to different rendezvous points for everyone to go. It's the same general principle, except for they call them anchor points because it's a loop, it's a memory. So let's head over to the next anchor point. Oh, wait a minute. Let me show you how to get there. Duh. Let's go to the galaxy map. And you'll see the green line. Wait a minute. This happens every single time. It will show you the Atlas core. You do not need to go here or do any of this stuff. So don't even worry about this thing. You don't need to go here yet. Don't even worry about it. It's fine. what you need to do is go back to your expedition route. Make sure you're highlighting the expedition route, which is the green line, and follow this green line until you get to the anchor. So let's go do it. So we made it to the system that has an anchor point. And again, if you're in your galaxy map, you'll see a system that has a golden diamond on it. That is the anchor point system. So that's the system you need to go to. Make sure you go to the system that has the golden diamond on it. And once you get in there, it'll mark a location right here. Boom. The anchor point is going to be at a portal. That's what that symbol is. So now we know it's going to be there. Let's go through and clean up some of our inventory. Oh, I should have sold some of my salvage data. That's okay. We can do that later. We got a lot of this stuff all lined up. We're good to go. Oh, life support. Make sure you have that all filled up. Everything's all recharged and good to go on that. All right. So, yeah, let's go over here. Now, this is actually where they do the target sweeping. So they will mark the general location. What they want you to do is they want you to land where the marker is, and then you pull out your visor and you look around, it'll tell you what direction you need to go into. What I've seen and what I've noticed is that people are awesome. The community is awesome. This is probably where it actually is. So they want you to land here and use your visor to kind of guide you where to go. I'm going to say go over here to the save beacon. It might not show up for you. If that's the case, you're going to have to use your beacon, your visor for that. So let's land right here, a little bit farther away. Because once you land, this is going to be how it generally happens, what they want you to do for your target sweeper. They want you to get out, pull out your visor like this, and it'll say, oh, target right here. So it'll tell you which direction to walk to find the actual anchor location right there. And it'll tell you distance away, 139, 37, 35. So we know basically it is this portal right here. So the save beacon marked it for us, which is awesome. Thank you, community, for being helpful. I love it. And once you get here, you should have it. There it is. Now you're going to see a whole bunch of words because a lot of people like to put the communication stations here. You should have it. There you go. If it doesn't pop up like that, you can always go into your expedition guide and check it. It will be, in there as, hey, you've done it. So let's collect our reward. So now we have the memory resonator plan, memory fragments, and all that for exosuit and stuff. So now we can make our memory resonator. So let's go back into our ship. We need to get some more materials in order to make our memory resonator. So one of those is actually going to be one of the items we can get for Polo. So let's get on our ship before we freeze. Let's see what kind of random upgrades we got. So we got a random upgrade right here. Oh, we got more ship inventory. So let's do that. There we go. And then let's do it again. We got more ship inventory. So it's always random. So I'm getting ship inventory. You might get like an upgrade for your suit or your multi-tool or your ship or whatever. I'm getting more room, more inventory room, which is awesome. I love that. There we go. And then we have our exosuit memory. Okay, so we got an exosuit upgrade. Our jetpack upgrade. Okay, I'll take that. Yeah. There we go. And we got another one. We got a shield upgrade. There you go. Oh, God. Okay, so we're going to put it down here. You want to make sure they line up. So move that over. Put my shields, all my shields together. Now, they're not lining up because they're different shields. Okay, so there you go. That's the difference. That's why it's not lining up. These ones are 2 shield strength. So if you put them together, that's where it is. This one gives me health. And so that's why they aren't lining up. They should line up, but they're not because, they don't like me. All right. So now we're good, but we need to make our memory resonator, which means we need ancestral memories, which comes from animals, gold, and chromatic metal. So we need to feed an animal in order to get them to give us a memory. So what you can do is you can look for an animal. Number one, we need to make our creature pellets. So let's do that real quick. In your menu, you can go down and you need 60 carbon in order to make creature pellets. So let's get some carbon. Again, you're gonna need a lot of carbon. So let's do that. Here I does. Give me some plants. Woo, it's cold here. We're in the middle of a storm. This is not the best time to do this, you guys. Just letting you know. And the Sentinels are mad that I'm I'm mining. Let's get in here. Protection in your ship. So we have enough to make some amazing pellets. So there we go. Now we have 5 pellets, which is awesome. So now we can feed 5 animals. So let's go look for the red dots. The red dots are animals. Stop, you know, getting stuff. Oh my God, it's all the stuff is in my way. Oh my God, seriously, what's going on here? Where are my animals at? Oh no, they're all flying. I don't think I have any animals on the ground. We're looking for ground animals. I don't think they are on the ground. So, you know what? Instead of trying to die here, I'm going to go to a different planet, and hopefully I can find some animals on the ground. So let's go do that. Oh yeah, before I forget, you guys, you can find gold in these asteroid fields. So if you want cheap gold, I mean, basically you want gold for free, just sit around in an asteroid belt or, you know, a meteor belt and just hit all the different asteroids. You will randomly get silver, you'll get gold, you'll get gold nuggets, you'll get tritium stuff, you'll get a whole bunch of stuff. So just kind of fire around a little bit and you'll get enough. So let's see. I mean, we just did it for a little bit. We already got a gold nugget. There you go. We only need 50 because, again, we need... Oh, no, we only need 40 gold, 30 chromatic metal. So we need some chromatic metal as well. But we'll get that in a second. So let's head over to this planet and let's get some ancestral memories from an animal. All right, we have an animal right here. So you can just run up to an animal and offer them food. And you can feed one animal that way. You know, that way you just, if you only see one animal or you only care about one animal, you can do that. And then when you talk to them after you feed them, you can harvest ancestral memories from them. There you go. We got 15, but we need 16, if you remember that. So we need 16. So what you can do is you can wait for 30 seconds. Or if there's any animals around, what you can do is press down on your D-pad, go over to your paw, the creature icon, and you see a creature pellet there. I could just throw it out in the air, and any nearby animal will smell it, and they'll come over and eat from it as well. So if there's anything nearby, even if there's like 10 or 15 animals, they will all come over and eat the one pellet. So you can do it that way. That is way more cost efficient. So you want to do it that way. You want to just throw out your pellets if you can and get it done that way. And I would suggest, especially when you're doing it right now, we need to collect some of these ancestral memories for Polo anyway. So throw them out and get a whole bunch of memories. Oh, look at that. See, we have 4 of them right here. So talk to, you know, get all the memories you can. I believe Polo needs 200. So let's get as much as we can from all of these animals. We need to get a whole bunch. Let's do it. Make sure we're talking to different ones. And then, you know, after you wait about 30 seconds, you can get them again. So right there, boom. 3, 2, 1, and now you can harvest it again from the same animal. So if you want to, you could just wait 30 seconds and you can just grab it from them and not worry about it at all. Boom. Oh man, this one's taking actually a minute, so let's take it a little bit longer. A little bit longer than I thought. All right, that's okay. We have this guy over here. This is the first one we fed, so we can talk to him again, and he should have it. Yep, there you are. And they will, because you're feeding them, they know you're the food person now, so they will follow you around. So you don't have to worry about, you know, them running away or not being around. So let's grab him. How many do we have now? Well, we have 135, so we need to get up to 200. We need to get beyond 200. Remember, you can get up to 250 per stack, so get 250 if you can. That way you have a little extra. And it's okay. If they get bored after a while, you could just throw down some more food if you want to. So I like to throw out my pellet. Boom. They get interested, and they're like, oh, yeah. They will eat all of the pellets you give them, and they will poop a little bit. As you can see, we have some poop around here. But, hey, you know what? That's what happens when you eat a lot. You know, one pellet is too much for them, I guess. Recently fed. No! Oh, I adopted them. Now, if you adopt them as a pet, you cannot milk them or get anything from them again. So you don't want to make them into a pet like I just did. You see how you can just give them a treat and you can pet them? You can't get any memories from them, though. So, oh, no! So you don't want to do that. Be careful of your selection, whatever you're picking. Oh. And I mean, if you don't want the pet, you could also go into your creature, your companion register, and you could just go over to your pet and say, hey, I'm going to abandon you here, buddy. Sorry. I want to leave you here. I don't want to take you away from your family, so I'm going to leave you. Harvest the memories. We should have enough now. Oh, yeah, we have plenty. We have plenty. So now, number one, we need to make our memory resonator. So we have the gold. We have the ancestral memories. We need chromatic metal. And so we can get that from a space station. So let's head back to the space station before we go back to the space anomaly. So there you go. I have chromatic metal at my space station. If you don't have it, look for copper or something similar to that. If you have copper, you can refine it into chromatic metal. Luckily, we were able to get chromatic metal from there. Oh, wait a minute. Let me check and make sure I got my exosuit upgrade from here. I don't think I have. No! Let's upgrade our inventory. Make sure we have enough room in our inventory. Again, I would say go focus on your technology. Your cargo is going to be really expensive, but hey, you know what? If you have room in your cargo, it'll help you out a ton. And if you didn't see any chromatic metal up at the top in the store, you can always talk to one of these pilots that lands. They usually will have chromatic metal. We don't need it because I already got it, so we should be good to go. So now let's make our memory resonator right in here. So we just needed ancestral memory 16, gold 40, and chromatic metal 30. So now we made it. We're good. Now it's time to go to the space anomaly and turn in the second ingredient for Polo. So let's do this real quick. And you want to turn in all three. You need to get all three of the items for Polo. So let's get this going here. Done, done, done. Oh, we're about to turn in our memories to Polo. Oh, we have another space in our cargo, so use it up as whatever you can. Yep, hub, space failed. The scan failed. Good, good. So let's see if my jetpack is strong enough to get me up here immediately. So let's see. Nope, not strong enough, but we can do it from here. There we go. Let's talk to Polo. So we've already delivered the liquid sun. You can keep delivering more liquid sun. Like if you want to, you can farm a whole bunch of it and keep giving it to them. You get upgrades for doing that. But you absolutely, for a milestone, you need to deliver all three of them. So we've done the liquid sun already. We have the ancestral memory. Let's do that. And so the last thing we need to deliver to Polo is the somnal dust. That comes from derelict freighters. We will do that in a later video. But right now, we got 2 out of 3, so we're good. And we got an upgrade from him, so let's grab that. Paralysis mortar unit. This is for your multi-tool. I don't have any room on my multi-tool, so we're not going to worry about that yet. We have the memory resonator. We need to fire it off, so let's do it. Local loop is too low, so we need to go to a specific planet, and it will be where you got to the first anchor. So don't leave that system. That's why we didn't leave the system yet. We need to go where the first anchor is. So let's head over there right now. So it's going to be Enoch. So again, if you ever get lost, look at the bottom right-hand side of your screen. That will tell you where you need to go. We need to go to Enoch, whatever you want to call it. So we're looking for a planet called Enoch. So if you want to just go to your Discovery tab, right there, this is the planet we're looking for right here. It's a cold planet, an icy planet. Is this it? Enoch, right there. All right, let's go. We need to go to this planet and get our awesome memory loop from our memory resonator. So once you're in the atmosphere, you should be able to use it, but you might need to land. So let's do it. There we go. Too low, so we need to land on the ground in order to use it. So let's land somewhere really cool. Oh, we have a lot of water over here on an icy planet. That's weird. Let's land right here. So once we land, maybe get out. Wait a minute. Let's see if we can use it in our ship. So before we even do anything, let's use it. There you go. You don't even have to get out of your ship. So now it should mark the location for you. Nope, right over here. And it is, 7 hours away. So let's go in the atmosphere because you fly faster when you're not next to the planet. The farther away from the planet you get, the faster you can go. So there we go. And we can pulse drive over here. So not 7 hours, more like 7 seconds. Yes, perfect. And again, this is going to be one of those things where you land and you're going to have to use your your sweeper, your target sweeper again. So keep that in mind. You got to use your target sweeper to get here or to find out where you need to go. I would always suggest there's a save beacon up. That's where the anchor was. But we need to find the memory loop location. So let's land right here. Oh, come on, anytime now. Landing area not clear. How clear do you need it to be? There it goes. All right. Okay, anytime now. Thank you. Pull out your target sweeper, and it is 400 feet this way. So we know it's 400 feet that way. I want to make sure my my ship has enough launch fuel. It will, because my ship is actually recharging during the daylight. So there we go. So as long as there's sunlight here, I will start getting more fuel in my my launch fuel. So let's keep going. Let's go over to the location. It's going to be a grave site, so just keep that in mind. You're looking for a grave. And here we are. There you go. This is the spot. We finally got to it using our target sweeper. The Leviathan was like nothing I've ever seen. The organism I've shackled for a ship. So fast as it blot out the sun. I wanted it. I deserved it. Certain that it was just for me, and this prize was mine. It resisted. It would not. It wailed and wailed as the Infraknife carved its meat. That's kind of gross. It almost took me down with it. Perhaps. Sub-protocol warning. Life support power low. Let's claim the memory. And then you get attacked, so you got to get the heck out of here. Run away. You can't kill the biological horrors and get them out of here, so just get the heck out of Dodge. Go back to your ship. You're going to have to outrun them because they will chase you down. And you can try to keep, stay there and keep attacking them, but they will keep spawning. So I would just suggest get the heck out of there. Get away from it. Be careful with that jetpack because you can get messed up by it. All right, we should be far enough away. Oh, there we go. There we go. And our starship is right here, so I don't even need to use any life support or launch fuel. We're good to go. So, oof, we are running low on everything. Now, we're not going to recharge that because we're about to get out of our ship. We don't need to recharge it if we're in our ship. All right, so let's collect our reward for our expedition. We got it all done. So we just got a memory imprint, memory fragments, and chromatic metal. We got a whole bunch of chromatic metal. Loving that. So let's see what we got for our upgrades. We got a fragment supercharger for the positron ejector. Okay, so there you go. Boom. Upgrade for our positron ejector. We have a shield oh, good lord. We have more shield modules. Let's see what this one does. This one gives me, core health and shield strength. So yes. We'll get rid of this one. That one seems to be the lowest one. So let's put this one in the technology. There you go. Yes. I love that. All right. And then we have one more. We have a cloaking device. Again, this goes in our multi-tool, but we don't have any room in our multi-tool, so we're kind of screwed on that one, but that's okay. That is okay. So we have everything done for phase 1. It's totally complete. Again, this is optional. This is actually based on the community. So keep turning in that liquid sun, the ancestral memories, all of that stuff, and it'll pump this number up. But we've done all the main objectives, so let's accept our reward. That is the poster. So all these posters you can put up in your base. So they're more of the cosmetic stuff you can put up in your base. So now we're done with the first phase, and we're going to the second phase, which is Anchor Point 2. We'll be doing that in the next episode. So hopefully you guys liked this episode. If you did, hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time.